this stage, the last of the sugarcane sections, while the Passat, sounding as strong as ever, leads what is left of the battle behind. With some of the pressure relieved, Jannie Habig looks ahead at Nick de Val's second place. An anxious Spotty Woodhead checks the Nissan's time, while driver Nick de Val stretches his legs, enjoying somewhat different company. Nobody admits to the Passat's possible problems, and the Ruas McGregor retirement promotes a new wave of competition, including Hannes Grobler, who somehow manages to avoid the local intrusion. Glenn Hall's GTI finishes unscathed, now lying in 4th place. 92 kilometers of open section transports the competitors from the tropical northeast to the Malkerns area and the pineapple fields. Jannie Habig and Martin Buerter failed to reach stage 25, having dropped a valve in the motor of their Skyline en route. 5 stages remain before they regroup, and all eyes turn to the Nissan number 5 as Grobler and Swanepoel straighten their charge. Let's join them.
Onmiddellijk junction rechts hoor. Rechts. En onmiddellijk weer rechts. Right. 200 die pad draai rechts, hou rechts. 100 die pad draai rechts, hou rechts. Ignoreer al die paaie aan de linkerkant. Pad draai rechts en hou rechts. Rechts en hou rechts. Right. 300 die pad draai links en hou links. 200 die pad draai links en hou links. 100 die pad draai links en hou links. Hou links. Heeltemal links. Right. Niks vir 'n half kilo nie. 300 hou rechts reguit. 200 hou rechts reguit langs die draad op. 100 hou rechts reguit langs die draad op. Kruispad draai rechts. 200 kruispad draai rechts. 100 kruispad draai 90 rechts. 90 rechts. 100 caution, jy gaan reguit oor 'n klein bruggie. Caution, jy gaan reguit oor 'n klein bruggie. Reguit oor die ding. 250 draai af links. 100 draai af links.
Hannes and Pete are by no means the only team making a charge. Behind them, Nuno de Cunha in yet another Skyline. And Bruce Terry, first of the privateers in his Corolla, having automatically been promoted by the misfortune of others, while on the scoreboard, only seconds separate the first 3 cars. The sight of the Lugogo sun promises the crews their first sleep since the start at Ermelo 26 hours before. So while the cars and crews take a well-earned break, we get a chance to update the score sheet. Mortimer and Boshoff lead the Passat by 10 minutes and 24 seconds, while Hall and Hodgson precariously hold on to 3rd place, 6 minutes ahead of Grobler, who is 8 seconds behind Glenn Gibbons. Gibbons and Cuffley have driven faultlessly and deservedly lead Class C. Only 27 cars remain of the 46 original starters, an indication of conditions en route. No doubt that the fight for 3rd place resulted in the retirement of these 3 diehards. As the Audi Quattro leads off the field from the Lugogo Sun at midnight, the question is, can Grobler and Swanepoel catch the Golf GTI and secure 3rd place? Is the Passat in mechanical trouble? Can de Waal hold his 2nd spot Class B lead? Nick de Waal.
Yes, that's quite correct. We've got, I should say, minor engine problems. It looks like the head gasket is starting to go. So we've turned the turbo boost right down to reduce the horsepower and the strain on the motor. So I think we should get to the end.
We asked Glenn Hall how he felt about the Grobler Swanepoel threat.
We're going to have a go in the first couple of stages and see how we lie, you know. We've got enough, still got 5 minutes or so after 2 stages, then we'll keep some pressure on. If not, we'll let him go past. Right. We've still got a whole national rally to go today, so anything could happen.
And Hollis himself.
On the first stage we had a problem. We came too fast through a low-level bridge and we hit the bridge and we bent the rear axle.
2 minutes?
So we had to change some of the spares there, and it took us about 34 minutes to change it. So we got a penalty for about 13 minutes against our stage times, and that threw us totally back. I think we were about stone last on the after the 4th stage.
Right, this time last night you were 18th, this morning you were 9th, and now you're 5th. You 14 minutes off a Class B win. How do you fancy your chances there?
It'll be quite tough, but we're here to go for it, and we're going to try.
Fastest lady in the rally this far is Isabel van der Westhuizen. She navigates for husband Ben, and together they hold 8th place and lead Class F. Leading privateers Bruce Terry and Alan Castley in their Toyota Corolla. Total distance covered so far, 900 kilometers, of which 370 have been on special stages. The rally moves to the northern Usutu forests, where 6 stages are run before the Foresters Arms regroup. From there, the rally works its way up to the Nurston border, turning back for the final stage at the Lugogo Sun Hotel. 473 kilometers to go. As the dawn breaks over the frost-covered forest, hot coffee and toast welcomes the crews at the regroup. Retirements outnumber competitors, and the scorers only have 23 times to update. As the results come through, we get a chance to update our score sheet. The Audi has increased its lead. Grobler has pulled the Nissan up to 3rd place, putting 2 minutes between himself and Glenn Hall. Almost 8 minutes separate de Waal and Grobler, both desperate for the Class B honours. Eight stages remain as the roar of the Audi breaks the stillness of the morning. The Passat Synchro has defied all skepticism that was directed its way, and de Waal keeps a safe time barrier between himself and the skyline. Viewed from within the skyline, the speed of the Nissan seems frightening as Hannes and Piet throw caution to the wind in a bid to catch the Passat. Their effort becomes obvious as they take a full 10 seconds off Mortimer and Boshoff. The charge continues. In stage 40, the Passat emerges first, evidence of problems for the Audi. At the service point, the mechanics re-thread the wheel studs. France explains what happened.
We were at 10 k's into the stage when we hit a rock that had been dislodged by one of the graders that had been grading the road. And we then drove for about a k to find a level piece of ground, and then jumped out and changed the tyre. And after 3 minutes, Nick came past, and we then got going about a minute after that. And so we lost 4 minutes, but we were previously 17 ahead, and now we're 13 ahead.
Grobler and Swan